In today's video, I'm going to give you my thoughts on how people reacted to Cat Williams' interview with Shannon Sharpe on Club Shay Shay and the steps you could take to avoid being stupid just like everybody else. So let's get into it.
Three quick points. You mean in Hollywood they cast a 5'5" black Santa Claus that weigh 145 pounds? That's your story. Your story is the Ricky Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base. He was gonna play the pimp. Why you didn't ask him why has he played a woman in more movies than he's played a man?
Well, I didn't know
he shouldn't be able. You wouldn't let a athlete that been on steroids talk about one of the greats. Ricky Smiley can't act because Ricky Smiley can't act. He told you the story about when the movie came out. Where did he say he watched it? At home. He wasn't even at the premiere. You telling this man, you stole that. Oh, so he could get his name in the same sentence with a great one. It is sad. He was just that bitter when we were shooting it. He told everybody, it should have been my role. Everybody on the scene. Why do you think no cast member has ever said anything?
He couldn't have played that role like you. I thought he was...
Sir, no one... Why no... He was with KD? He beat up Terry Crews? Why nobody know this story? You talking about in Hollywood, they switched off roles. You take this and he... What? So Ricky Smiley knows this. It's because, well, why would he lie? I don't know why liars lie. But I can tell you this. We auditioned in Los Angeles.
Yes.
I was audition number 201. 200 black comedians auditioned for the role of Money Mike with me. You're saying all 201 of us was auditioning and you had already had the role and had already shot the role in 4 days? The truth of the matter is, the Money Mike in the original script got raped in the bathroom, and that's what Ricky Smiley was okay with.
You can't change how someone thinks or sees the world. You can change only how you think and see the world. So, this video isn't about what Cat Williams said, but more so about how people reacted and how you can avoid being a dummy just like everybody else. Cat Williams did this interview and the people on social media went crazy. They took everything that Cat Williams said as truth and ran with it without any proof to support it. How people reacted is how people have always reacted to any outlandish claim or allegation throughout time, with irrationality. It usually goes something like this. A woman speaks with a conviction that she was sexually assaulted by a football player.
I really don't think I'll fully heal from it until I get the closure of everything being done with and of everybody being held properly accountable. Then he turned me over and had sex with me from the back, and he then took me inside and led me to a bedroom. I was pushed down, face down onto the bed, and I started going in and out of consciousness, and the memories get kind of blocky. But several guys took turns having sex with me from behind. My phone was taken, my belly button, my nose, and my ear piercings were ripped out. It was really, really disappointing. He didn't deserve to be able to go on and do that when I've been facing the consequences for his actions, or their actions, all of them.
He adamantly refutes the allegation that he forcibly raped this young lady. If she really was raped in that back bedroom, that's horrible. But all I know is that Mr. Ariza had nothing to do with it. And the only thing I can think of as to why she's included him in this civil lawsuit and alleging that he gang raped her is because of money.
One of his attorneys called this, said that your intentions was to, quote, shake him down for money. Mm-hmm. What does that feel like to you?
Honestly, that makes me really sick to the stomach. I reported it a day after it happened. I was 17 years old, and I had no idea who Matt Ariza was or any of the other people involved.
Do you see yourself coming forward and revealing your identity if necessary?
Eventually, yes, I do. I need some more time to prepare myself to be ready for it, but eventually, yes. I also feel like I could probably help a lot of people. I know that if at the start I had known somebody else that was going through something like this, then I might have felt a lot more at ease.
The public reacts and they have the pitchforks out ready to take justice into their own hands. Everyone has an opinion about what happened. They are convinced this woman is a victim and everything she said is true. No one asked why she would say these things. No one bothered to look for the truth. The only evidence is that person's word. In the court of public opinion, he's guilty without proving innocent.
He may be exonerated, but this former football star's career is in shambles. Former Buffalo Bills punter Matt Ariza appeared at a news conference after he was dropped from a civil lawsuit accusing him of rape.
Are you angry?
I am, but there comes a point where you have to move on and I have to focus on my life and being successful and happy.
Ariza was known as the punt god until the allegations led the Bills to cut him.
My name, my reputation, this will be tied to me forever. That won't go away. I was on a 4-year contract, and that won't be handed back to me. No one in the NFL is going to go, oh, here's the job that you once had.
This is a house near San Diego State University where a 17-year-old student alleged that after having sex outside with Ariza, he brought her inside the house where she says she was gang raped by 2 football teammates during a Halloween party in 2021. Inside Edition interviewed the woman last year.
He took me into the room and I was pushed onto the bed.
A year ago, Ariza was cleared in a criminal investigation. Prosecutors say he was not present when the alleged gang rape occurred. Ariza says he regrets going to a party where there was drinking.
Where my life was at the time and what I wanted my future to look like, yeah, I wish I had just stayed home.
2 of Ariza's former San Diego State teammates remain accused of rape in that civil lawsuit. They deny the allegations. They say the sex was consensual.
There's an investigation and the truth comes out. The case is dismissed. She was lying the whole time. The people that wanted justice are nowhere to be found, and the small group of people that think she needs to be punished comes to the forefront. This type of irrationality has ruined lives. Men have gotten fired, opportunities have been lost, reputations have been destroyed, people been killed. What happens is that we suffer from our own irrational decisions because of the pull to group. We make decisions in the short term that have permanent effects. You suffer from bias that cause you to make stupid decisions. One of them being conviction bias. What this means is that you believe an idea so strongly that it must be true. I mean, how can the idea not be true if that person says it with a lot of energy? Most of the time when people speak with convictions, it's with heated words, physical motions, colorful metaphors, entertaining stories, and a huge conviction. People that talk like Cat Williams understand that people want to be entertained and cover up their half-truths with dramatic effects. Another one is confirmation bias. What this means is that you look for the facts and you arrive at your decision with rational thinking. Most of the time this is false. Most of the time people find evidence that confirms what they already believe in. People go towards the information that confirms the desired positive result. They don't even realize it. People also do this when they're asking for advice. People want to hear their own ideas confirmed by an expert opinion. People hear what they want to hear. If your advice runs counter to what they hear, they will reject your opinion. The more powerful the person, the more you will construct a confirmation bias. The next one is group bias. What this bias says, I have my own thoughts and ideas and I don't listen to anybody else but me. I am not a conformist. This is not true. Most of the time when you're part of a large group, you become a different person. This happens when you're at a rap concert, a football game, at a club, or even on social media. Your feelings get caught up. There's a strong desire to belong. On social media, someone shares an opinion and it quickly spreads. You have a desire to spread the opinion. it creates outrage. The appeal of these negative emotions is hatred towards other people and aggression. There are 3 things you can do so you don't be a dumbass just like everybody else. So listen up. Don't react to everything so fast. You have to step back. You may have to remove yourself physically and not feel the pressure to respond. You want to write an angry text message, but don't send it. Think about it for a day or 2. If you're angry or resentful, don't pick up the phone. If you find yourself committing to people too fast, sleep on it for a couple of days. You have to cool your emotions down. The longer you take, the better, because with time comes perspective. Practice this. Take a longer time at react. You'll have more mental space for better reflection, and the stronger your mind will become. To be good at the skill, it takes practice and repetition. Scrutinize your emotions. When you're on social media, you have to think about why you are angry, sad, or resentful. You have to think about what triggered it. Are you being petty? Are you jealous of someone else's accomplishments? Or are you paranoid about the world coming to an end just because the nightly news said it? Do this. Keep a journal to assess your thoughts. It'll help you analyze things a whole lot better. Look for a neutral position from which you observe your actions with a bit of detachment. You might even laugh about it. When this habit becomes second nature, you'll see it as it happens, and you'll be able to step back and find a neutral position. Understand who you are. You want to catch your emotions while in action. Ask yourself these questions. How do I operate under stress? When are my weak moments? Like your need to control, or your need to please, or you can't trust anybody? Can you see a pattern in your decision making that have been ineffective? What are your strengths that make you different from other people? By knowing and valuing what makes you different, you won't be pulled by the group bias.